Let's talk in British English. Liam arrived in bustling London, brimming with initial excitement and anticipation. Yet, beneath the surface, a quiet anxiety simmered, especially concerning his spoken English. The vibrant city felt overwhelming, its rapid conversations a blur. He yearned to connect, but hesitation held him captive daily. His linguistic adventure had just begun. The initial shock of real British English hit him immediately and quite hard. The distinct accents, the rapid-fire slang, and the nuanced intonation felt entirely unfamiliar. It wasn't the slow, clear English from his textbooks at all. Understanding proved far more challenging than anticipated in the lively streets. His first major struggle came ordering a simple coffee at a busy local cafe. He fumbled his words, feeling his cheeks flush red with embarrassment as the barista looked confused. The queue behind him seemed to grow exponentially longer. He felt utterly misunderstood, a common, painful daily experience. The heavy weight of silence became his constant companion in public spaces. Missed opportunities for genuine connection piled up, leaving him isolated amidst the bustling crowds. He longed to join conversations, to share his thoughts, but fear of mispronunciation paralyzed him. It was a lonely, quiet battle. He felt a profound sense of isolation despite being physically present in such a bustling, vibrant global city. Every attempt to speak felt like a monumental effort, often ending in frustrating misunderstandings. The cultural nuances and quick wit often entirely eluded him. His confidence dwindled daily. This daily struggle began to chip away at his initial enthusiasm for his new life in London. The joy of exploring new places was often overshadowed by the anxiety of potential verbal interactions. He desperately needed a breakthrough, a guiding light, to navigate this linguistic labyrinth. One particularly persistent rainy afternoon, seeking refuge from the relentless downpour, he stumbled into a quaint, unassuming community library. The warm, inviting glow from within beckoned him inside, offering a quiet respite from the noisy, overwhelming urban environment outside. He felt a moment of calm. The air inside the library hummed with quiet, gentle conversation and the rustle of turning pages. It was a comforting, unfamiliar British calm, a stark contrast to the chaotic street sounds. He noticed the soft murmurs, the polite tones, feeling a sense of peace settle over him instantly. An elderly lady, Mrs. Higgins, with remarkably kind and discerning eyes, sat gracefully behind the main reception desk. Her spectacles rested on her nose, and a gentle smile played on her lips. She exuded an aura of serene wisdom and quiet, reassuring authority within the peaceful space. She suddenly noticed his hesitant glance drifting towards the vast shelves filled with English books. He seemed unsure, a little lost, perhaps searching for something specific. Her keen observation skills immediately picked up on his quiet contemplation, his obvious need for guidance. Mrs. Higgins, with a warm, distinctly British smile, offered him a polite, inviting nod, gesturing towards the inviting rows of books. "Feel free to browse, dear," she murmured softly, her voice reassuring and gentle. Her simple welcome instantly put Liam at ease within the tranquil surroundings. "You must read English, dear," she began, her voice a comforting, gentle murmur, yet imbued with undeniable conviction. "It's the very foundation upon which all fluent communication is built." Her eyes held a deep understanding of the journey he was embarking on right now. Reading diligently builds your essential vocabulary, expands your understanding of sentence structure, and enhances your grammar naturally, Mrs. Higgins explained patiently. It exposes you to correct usage without the pressure of immediate verbal response. Her advice resonated deeply with Liam. Reading exposes you to countless authentic phrases, idiomatic expressions, and subtle cultural nuances that textbooks often miss, she continued, her voice warm. You absorb the language passively, but effectively, understanding context. This explanation made perfect sense to Liam immediately. It's like planting tiny seeds in fertile ground, they grow into beautiful, robust understanding over a sustained period, she concluded wisely. Every page you read nourishes your linguistic garden, preparing it for bloom. Liam felt a renewed sense of purpose and genuine hope. Liam, feeling genuinely intrigued and somewhat hopeful, carefully picked up a classic novel from a nearby shelf. It was a slightly daunting task, but a flicker of long-lost hope had been rekindled inside him. He decided he would commit to this reading journey fully. He started reading every single day, committing fully to the process, slowly at first, deciphering words, then gradually gaining significant momentum. His reading speed and comprehension improved dramatically, offering him a new perspective on English. This commitment felt profoundly empowering. His comprehension indeed improved remarkably, allowing him to follow complex plots and arguments. However, the words still felt stubbornly stuck, painfully lodged in his throat, refusing to emerge coherently. He could understand every spoken word, yet speaking remained a formidable, terrifying hurdle. He could understand intricate conversations, even subtle jokes, from those around him. Yet, when it was his turn to respond, his mind often went completely blank. Speaking remained a formidable, deeply terrifying hurdle, a seemingly insurmountable barrier to true connection. Mrs. Higgins, observing his diligent efforts and his quiet frustration, offered more invaluable, practical advice next. She sensed his readiness for the next crucial step. Her insights were always timely, always delivered with gentle encouragement and profound understanding. The very first, most crucial step for talking is simply to make noise, any English noise at all, she encouraged him warmly. Don't aim for perfection immediately. Just let the sounds escape your lips naturally. Liam took a deep breath, ready to try. Try enthusiastically repeating simple, common phrases you hear daily, like cheers. Or right then. Or lovely, she suggested. Mimic the intonation, the rhythm of native speakers. It builds muscle memory for your tongue. Liam found himself trying these immediately. Don't worry about sounding perfectly native or even making mistakes at all, she emphasized gently. Focus intently on simply producing the sound, feeling the rhythm of genuine speech. Practice the physical act of articulation. This permission to err was incredibly liberating. Liam started mumbling common British greetings and short phrases to himself, practicing diligently in his flat. He felt a little silly at first, but persisted with determination. He'd repeat, "How do you do?" or "All right," focusing on the precise mouth movements. He'd repeat overheard conversations from the bus, the cafe, or the library, trying earnestly to mimic the exact intonation and cadence. It was like a game, a secret vocal exercise. This active listening and repeating significantly sharpened his auditory perception and vocal agility daily. Mrs. Higgins then stressed the absolute, transformative power of consistently listening to authentic English. "Your ears are your most powerful tools," she declared, her eyes gleaming with conviction. "They absorb the music of the language, preparing your voice." "Immerse yourself deeply in British accents," she advised him with a gentle, knowing twinkle in her wise eyes. "Don't shy away from regional variations, they enrich your understanding." She believed exposure was the very best teacher for all learners. Listen to the BBC News, engage with podcasts about anything you truly enjoy, or even just pay close attention to daily chatter around you, she recommended. Let the sounds wash over you constantly, subconsciously. Liam embraced this advice fully. Your brain will subconsciously pick up on subtle patterns, correct stress, and accurate pronunciation without you even realizing it, she explained further. It's an organic, powerful process of linguistic assimilation. This insight gave Liam tremendous comfort and clear direction. Liam began listening to various British podcasts and radio shows during his daily commutes. He chose topics he found genuinely fascinating, turning practice into an enjoyable hobby. His ears slowly grew accustomed to the diverse vocal landscapes of the United Kingdom. He found unexpected joy in understanding local radio hosts discussing mundane, everyday things like traffic jams or the weather. It made the language feel less intimidating, more relatable. This felt like a genuine breakthrough in his understanding. His ears grew incredibly attuned to the myriad of regional accents across London, distinguishing subtle differences. He could now recognize a Cockney lilt, a posh accent, or even a northern twang. This auditory sensitivity was a true marker of progress. Then came the practical challenge: how to practice English effectively and consistently in real-world scenarios. Mrs. Higgins knew he needed more than just passive learning now. He needed to activate his knowledge, to truly perform. Mrs. Higgins shared some talking tips that really resonated with Liam deeply, offering concrete, actionable advice. Her wisdom was practical, born of years observing language learners. These tips were genuinely transformative for his confidence. Find a language exchange partner, even for just 15 minutes a day, she advised. Consistent, low-pressure conversation is incredibly powerful. She even helped him find a suitable group at the community center, a friendly, welcoming environment. Don't ever be afraid to make mistakes, they are absolutely essential, invaluable learning steps, she encouraged with a warm smile. Every stumble brings you closer to fluency. Embrace them as badges of courage. This relieved immense pressure. Try to think entirely in English, even if it's just narrating your daily activities silently, she suggested. Describe what you see, what you feel, what you plan. This internal monologue builds fluency. Liam started doing this consistently. Record yourself speaking, then listen back critically. It's surprisingly illuminating, you see, she recommended with a knowing nod. You'll identify areas for improvement and celebrate your progress. Liam found this exercise incredibly effective for self-correction. Liam, emboldened by Mrs. Higgins's guidance, enthusiastically joined a small, friendly conversation group at the community center. He initially felt nervous, but the welcoming atmosphere quickly put him at ease. He began to participate actively. He started narrating his morning routine silently in English, a new, highly effective habit. First, I'll boil the kettle for tea, he'd think, visualizing each step. This constant, internal dialogue significantly boosted his fluency and confidence daily. His confidence slowly but surely blossomed, much like a carefully tended garden, growing stronger with each interaction. The initial fear began to dissipate, replaced by a growing sense of capability. He felt a quiet pride in his small, consistent victories. How to talk with anyone became significantly less daunting, evolving from a source of anxiety to more of an exciting adventure. He now saw interactions as opportunities to learn and connect, rather than potential pitfalls. The world felt much more open. Mrs. Higgins then taught him the subtle art of polite British small talk, explaining its nuances for a beginner. She emphasized the importance of conversational lubricants, phrases that keep dialogue flowing smoothly and effortlessly. Start with the weather, a classic, timeless British icebreaker. It's always safe and universally understood territory, she advised with a twinkle. It provides an easy, non-committal way to initiate connection. Liam found this remarkably effective. Always ask open-ended questions to keep the conversation flowing naturally forward, rather than yes/no answers, she instructed. Encourage the other person to elaborate, to share more of their thoughts. This simple technique transformed his interactions. Show genuine, sincere interest in what others are saying. People truly appreciate that, she concluded. Authenticity fosters connection. Liam absorbed these valuable lessons, integrating them into his newfound conversational style, making him a more engaging speaker. One sunny afternoon, while enjoying a leisurely stroll through a bustling park, a small child tragically dropped her cherished ice cream cone right near Liam's park bench. The little girl's face crumpled with immediate, inconsolable sadness. Liam, without a moment's hesitation, quickly offered to help the distraught child, finding his words flowing naturally, effortlessly now. The empathy he felt transcended any lingering linguistic barriers, allowing him to speak with heartfelt sincerity and ease. "Are you all right, little one?" "Oh dear, don't worry about it at all," he said calmly, his British accent surprisingly natural. "We can definitely get another one for you, right away." His words were clear, kind, and reassuringly precise. The child's mother, immensely grateful for his spontaneous kindness and clear communication, immediately struck up a friendly conversation. Liam found himself speaking comfortably, confidently, discussing the weather and the park, an easy flow of words. This spontaneous, effortless interaction felt like a significant, undeniable breakthrough for him. It wasn't planned practice, it was natural, real-life communication. He realized how far he had truly come on his incredible language journey. He realized the very interesting story was his own remarkable journey, quietly unfolding before his very eyes. It was a narrative of persistence, courage, and gradual, hard-earned triumph over self-doubt and initial linguistic struggles. His daily struggles had truly transformed into daily triumphs, some grand, some beautifully small. Each conversation, each new phrase learned, was a victory. The fear that once gripped him had now entirely vanished. He could now confidently engage in lively, nuanced discussions, effortlessly make new friends, and fully participate in London life. The city no longer felt overwhelming, but like a welcoming, open book ready for exploration. Liam discovered the true, profound joy of expressing himself freely, authentically, and without hesitation in British English. His voice, once timid, now resonated with newfound clarity and genuine, unwavering confidence. The world around him opened up, becoming immensely richer, more vibrant, and deeply connected, all thanks to his persistent efforts and Mrs. Higgins's invaluable guidance. His life in London was truly flourishing. Mrs. Higgins, observing Liam from afar at the community centre, beamed with quiet, profound pride, witnessing his remarkable, inspiring transformation. Her gentle mentorship had truly made an extraordinary difference in his life. So, remember Liam's inspiring, transformative story, embrace the vital habit of reading regularly, commit fully to consistent listening practice, bravely conquer your deep-seated fears of speaking. Just keep talking, your English journey will surely be just as remarkably rewarding and genuinely successful.